welcome to our mini review of the Mazda CX-5.
Now the range starts at just under 25,000, but our model is 31,000. It is the Sport Nav Plus, isn't it, Michael?
Yes, it is. You do get lots of equipment, and this model has a 2.2 litre 150 PS diesel engine
With a turbo, so it's quite quick on its feet.
I'm going to be taking a look at the interior, the practicality.
I'll be looking at the exterior, the styling.
We'll then both be driving it.
We will.
And then we'll bring you our verdict on whether or not this is the car for you.
If you like cars, why not subscribe to Planet Auto?
Thank you.
The first thing you'll notice about the CX-5 is this big commanding grille. It really does have a road presence all of its own. It's a very nice looking car. You've got the chrome, you've got the sculpture, and as I mentioned, it just has road presence. It's also very tech loaded. It's got adaptive headlamps. It's got active cruise control. It's even got 360-degree camera with the front camera mounted down here. Overall, it's very well kitted out. And of course, you've got rain sensing wipers and daytime LED running lights. Going to the side of the vehicle, you will see it has a rather pronounced high ride height. But that's because this vehicle also comes in four-wheel drive too. This is a two-wheel drive model. Comes with 19-inch alloy wheels, which look, well, honestly, they look quite small. It makes you wonder how big a wheel you would actually get under there. But you've got a highish profile, so that makes it very comfortable. You've also got keyless entry, power folding door mirrors, privacy glass, this chrome strip that runs round that gives it an executive feel. And if you open the door and then you close it, it covers all the sill as well. So you can see that you will get no more muddy trousers. As you notice with the side, the cladding does give it that kind of rugged feel. It continues round to the rear and encapsulates this rather cool single tailpipe. It gives it a rather sporty look. We've also got a high-level brake light with rear spoiler, reversing camera, parking sensors, and you're reminded this is the CX-5 and it's got Sky Active technology.
When it comes to the interior of the CX-5, you've got the stitched leather dash, you've got the nice chrome accents, and everything feels very well put together. It's a really nice place to be. These leather seats are very comfortable. When it comes to functionality, you've got all-around electric windows, power folding electric door mirrors with blind spot detection and lane keep assist. You have your adaptive cruise control, automatic lights, automatic wipers, engine start-stop button. The infotainment system has sat-nav, Bluetooth, DAB radio, dual-zone climate control, heated seats, heated steering wheel. Your media controls are all down here. It's nice and intuitive to use. There's a 12-volt socket down here. You've got an electronic handbrake, stop-start, and you also have another 12-volt socket, some USBs, and an auxiliary input in this central storage area. When it comes to practicality, I have lots of headroom and lots of legroom. The seats are fully electrically adjustable with memory function, and they're also heated. The steering wheel has reach and height adjustment. The door bins are large enough to fit a big bottle of water. There's a storage tray in the centre here. You also have a central storage area in the middle here, two more cup holders, a large central storage area with a coin tray, and a decent sized glove box. There's also an inflation kit back here as well. Stepping into the back of the car is nice and easy thanks to the raised ride height. Once you're back here, I have lots of headroom and lots of legroom. I can even tuck my feet right underneath the front seats. That's set up for barely 6 or 3. You could fit 3 adults back here. Okay, admittedly, the middle person might get a little bit cramped after a while, but 3 children back here is not going to be a problem. The pull-down armrest has some storage points and even USBs. There's also 2 cup holders, aircon vents, and a decent-sized door bin. There's also side curtain airbags and ISOFIX points on both these outer seats. There's also pockets on the back of the seats, electric windows, and the overall feel of quality back here is very good. You've even got stitching on the top of the door cards. Coming around to the boot of the car, you do have a power tailgate. Once you're back here, you have a decent sized square boot with a very small load lip. There's the Bose sub underneath the boot floor. You can fold the seats down using the catchers back here. And once they're folded down, your space increases to just over 1,600 litres. You also have this cool load cover and the tethering points down here.
What's a CX-5 like to drive? Well, it's driven by a 2.2 diesel Sky Active engine with a turbocharger, and it'll do 0 to 60 in about 9.9 seconds, which isn't that bad for something this size, is it?
To be honest, it feels quicker than that, considering it's 150 PS.
Yeah.
You know, it really does have a diesel pull to it.
It does. I noticed that. Well, it makes you wonder how fast you get to actually, say, 35, 40, because that's where you notice it.
Something that very much surprised me is how short shift the gearbox is.
Yeah, you expect a vehicle like this to have a slightly taller gear shifter, don't you?
Yeah, you expect it to be, you know, like a SUV as opposed to a sports car.
I know. That's one thing you really don't expect.
It does make it a far more engaging experience, though.
I think it handles very well. If you combine that, you know, with this, I mean, that barely feels slow, does it?
No, it doesn't, not at all. There's also no body roll. It's, you know, it's very comfortable.
Yes.
Handles the corners very well as well.
It feels very tight, the steering. Light enough when you're doing manoeuvres, you know, reversing around a corner, parking such, but when you're driving like this, as you can see, it's quite weighted.
Yeah, it's not wallowy, it's not...
No.
Yeah, right, I'm very impressed. It does provide a very sporty experience for a SUV, you know, an SUV.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about crossovers nowadays, isn't it? They are becoming far more like cars, and Mazda have really captured that. It's also got a 6-speed manual gearbox, which we kind of forgot to mention with the engine bit for some reason. It's because it does feel more like a car, but with a raised ride height, doesn't it?
Yes, and you do have a very nice position over the road, you know. You have a very good view of the road, and you feel nice and high up, and there's a good view out.
Well, the visibility is very good, considering it's got... Well, they're not the biggest of windows, are they?
No, it's got quite a sporty roof line.
Exactly.
But you do also have blind spot detection and lane keep assist on this car as well.
And active cruise control.
You also have adaptive LED headlights and a 360-degree camera.
Yeah. Works very well, that. Rain sensing wipers. And the one thing that does get me about this is it's got a 10-speaker system with a subwoofer, and it's Bose. So it sounds absolutely phenomenal. As Michael mentioned, there's no body roll to speak of. I mean, if you put it round a corner really, really fast, then you will feel a slight bit, but you're bound to it. It's an SUV.
It's a high-up vehicle.
Exactly. And it's got very, very good brakes, as I will demonstrate. Let's not do that in case we throw Michael through the
I was going to
windscreen.
say, that is going to have the most unflattering close-up of my face.
It's all part of the adventure, Michael.
I think I'm going to blur that out.
Overall, it's a very comfortable car, isn't it? It's very well tech loaded. That's good English on it. Overall, it's very comfortable with the leather, the stitching, the soft touch plastics.
The levels of equipment.
Yes, they're very generous, aren't they?
Yeah,
Especially for a car that, what is it, about £31,000?
Yeah, just over £31,000.
Look at the size of it.
It's very practical.
Yes.
It's economical.
Yeah.
And it's relatively engaging. Well, I say relatively engaging to drive an SUV for a car.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what you have to remember. It is an SUV, not a car. No, Mazda seem to have certainly hit the nail on the head with the formula for a sporty, dynamic SUV.
Definitely. So what's our verdict of the Mazda CX-5?
Well, it's far more dynamic than I was expecting, I'll tell you that, Michael.
It gives a very sporty drive.
It
It's
really does.
practical. It's economical.
It's got a short shift box, which you really didn't expect.
And it's packed full of equipment.
It is.
If you're-
And, I mean, what's the price? They start at just under 25,000?
Yep, the model we have here is, what, just over 31,000? But if you're in the market for a practical, sporty SUV,
They
then,
can do 57 to the gallon.
then it's well worth taking a look at the Mazda CX-5.